I will never hire Hollaback.
But boss, I think he's great for the brand.
I think he's so street.
He's the most talked about selector MC in the Sound Clash game right now. Warheads, Big Worm, Exile 1. Flames.
Yo,
Wagwan.
they're still, don't know the thing go. Just say chilling, you know?
I hear you. Me not waste no time.
Yeah.
Flames.
I'm listening, bro.
What that ranking do to your brethren?
Nothing. It's just the game, you know. It's Sound Clash, you know. Sound Clash is what it is, you know. You have to do what you have to do. You know, there's nothing personal between Big Worm, Exile 1, and Dan Rankin. It's just Sound Clash, you know.
So you go.
Yeah.
The coin toss. Would it have mattered if you played first or he played first?
For me, honestly, no. Honestly, I wanted to play second. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I wanted to play second, but he gave me the opportunity to play first, so I simply just play the songs I know he might play. Play the songs I know he might play, show him off his game plan.
I think you would have played second. It would have been much worse. And I don't see how much worse it could have gotten from how it got.
Trust me. My game plan, my original plan, I was the preparation that I did, I was more focusing and in case I play second.
How did you prepare for this clash against Dan Rankin for, Welcome to Sound Clash qualification?
Well, just like I do normally in any Sound Clash, I do my research, I do what I have to do, and, I'm the type of person, you can call me a perfectionist when it comes to music. I try to put the best out, my music selection is something that I put together weeks in advance, and I play it over in my head over and over and over, just so at the end of the day, I know exactly what I have to do, when I have to do it, things like that. This whole plan for this clash was done since March. I went on Juggle Ugly.
Yes.
I went on Anything Goes, and I went on a Montreal Dub Plate Reloaded. And the way I played on those events was done for this particular reason.
Well, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. I'm sorry I'm going to cut you off. Because I saw the Juggle Ugly clash, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't very impressed, to be honest with you.
Exactly. That was done to throw off everybody.
Is that so?
The whole thing was planned since March.
So you and the twin basically set up Dan Rankin?
Basic. That's what I'm telling you. But I had this whole thing in my head, go play like you don't have any songs.
Let's talk about your first song. It's Welcome to Sound Clash, Junior Gang,
and
Combination.
That song was Vice since 2006.
Your first rhythm artist medley. You said it's on a rhythm you guys call in the cemetery rhythm. Very convenient. Yeah. Who is you all and who built this rhythm?
The rhythm was built when the idea came up from Rankin. And I'm not sure exactly who he got to build it, but it was done from a concept that he came up with. And we didn't have a name for the rhythm. But when he sent me the rhythm, it was me, him, and Nigel calling. He sent me the rhythm. And the minute I heard it, I'm like, yo, I'm calling this rhythm the cemetery. Because I knew exactly what I wanted to do with that rhythm. Every song that was on that rhythm was an idea that came from my head.
Well, it's a very eclectic, slew of artists. From Foundation to like Rasta, you have Guinea Peppers, Tanya Stevens, Sizzler.
I'm like, yo, when this rhythm play, it's killing time. So we had to give it a name that kill anything.
You played the style rhythm, which is basically a brand new rhythm from Chimney. Tell me about that rhythm and why you chose that rhythm, because that was another fire.
Well, to be honest, you see that? That rhythm, that decision to play that rhythm was a last-minute decision. I actually mixed those songs, put those songs on the rhythm the Thursday before the clash. Because I wanted something different. When I listen to everybody play the nation bass and everybody play the coyote and the tentic, they always have them on the same rhythm. So I wanted the dub box to sound real fresh. Putting new songs and a newer rhythm, it definitely will stand out. So that's the approach I gave with it. Because originally I had the songs and some other rhythms, and I ended up changing them last minute because the style rhythm is a rhythm that I love. When you hear that rhythm, when the hands start, you just get a different vibe from it.
Vibes.
So
It has vibes.
I was actually going to some rhythms, just randomly going to some rhythms that I have on my laptop, and the style keep playing back in my head. I'm like, you know what? Call Nigel and say, yo, Nigel, what you think about this? So I put one of the songs on the rhythm and let him say, yo, that's bad. So he said, all right, so we go play it for this clash, see how the people react to it. If the people love it, we'll continue work with it. If not, we'll leave the songs on the original rhythm. So that was basically like a test run then, if you catch where I'm coming from.
Your speeches were sharp and they were on point. It was like speech, tune, punchline.
Yep. And that's like I say, yeah. For me, I'm gonna be honest with you. The knowledge of music is very important as a selector. Now, back in the days when I was in Antigua, I never used to be an MC. I was just a selector, but I knew the songs. I know I can sing songs from beginning to end. So I know punchline, I know when I have to talk, but I was always nervous about it. That's why Bam used to be the MC for Exile 1, you know?
Let's talk about the diplomatic speech. I've heard quite a few G-Sum in the last 48 hours, but somehow that one they just kind of extra spicy.
Well, to be honest, preparation. When I'm going into a sound clash, I always try to study my opponent and listen for the things that they say, listen for the mistakes that they make in whatever they do, and I try to capitalize on that. Now, everybody knows Dan Rankin to be one of these hyper MCs, you know? And I did a video the Monday to promote the clash. Everybody know I'm a humble youth. I don't hype up myself. And the video was, all I did was promote the event, and that's it. And then he released the video, I think a day or two after. And he was trying to say, oh, he's not going to be disrespectful, he's going to be diplomatic, he's going to be... So I'm like, okay, fine, no problem.
You see right now?
So if you're going to do that, I'm going to attack you and show you off your game. Because I know you cannot be as diplomatic as you think you can. I even tell people I'm giving him at least by the 5th song to use the G-song. You know what I mean? Because I know from studying how he plays, he can't control the part of him. He cannot.
Let's talk about more speech. Mall cop. Where did that mall cop speech come from?
Well, from what I understand, he works at a correctional facility as a security. And the whole talk for me was I was watching Kings of Queens, and I couldn't remember the movie that Kevin James was in. Then I went back and searched for it, and it was Mall Cop. So my thing was, you say you're a security guard, so I'm giving you the lower rank of security, which is a markup, because a markup, they wouldn't give you a gun. They will give you like a taser or a baton or something. So you can't be a bad man and don't have a gun. You understand where I'm coming from? So you're just like a markup. You're weak. You're a weak fence.
You're mixing. Your speed juggling was on a different level. It was ferocious. It was ferocious.
Because for me, it's about hitting the punchline. From you reach the punchline, you don't need to go any further. You hit the punchline, you mix the next song, you make your speech, make sure your speech finish by the punchline, you play the punchline, you move on to the next one. The most important thing is how your speech connect with the punchline. You know, so
Game.
and like I said, it's something that I practice over time. It not only with dub plays with 45 with juggling.
Did you throw the whole dub box at Dan Rankin?
Nah, I didn't play. I didn't like. The thing is, right? Over the years, Exile One been building a very unique dub box, you know, and there was a missing element that we didn't have, which I've been fighting with them guys and telling them we need to get, and we decided last year, summer, to fix that part of the box, you know, and I made a speech at the last clash, and I'm going to make it now too. Over time, we have gotten scammed, robbed. We have gotten a lot of splice songs, fake songs, but you see, Big Worm, I'm a youth, I don't like and I don't support splice, not fake. So for me, the sound, I love this sound because I know the amount of money we lose to splice and fake. And it don't take nothing for me to delete a song. I care how much money we pay for the song. Once I find out this splice are fake, I'm deleting it. But at the same time, we had to rebuild the box and get back a lot of the songs that we lose over the years. So for the last year and a half, that's what we've been doing. We've been building back the box and getting some things. So trust me, the box nowhere near completion. Even though I say I throw the whole box at Dan Rankin, trust me, nothing play it. Nothing play it.
I'm glad
And we
to
never
hear
stop
that.
vice. We never stop vice and we still vicing songs.
The voice note, is it real? Is it splice? Or is it both?
It's both.
So why
Reason
I
why I
can't
say
say
it's
black
both,
people fuck monkey?
the both
Not
of them
forward
were
with
said
coke in my
by
nose.
Dan Rankin.
Why the lock off? Why no tune for tune? Why go for the lock off?
No, I just felt it. I felt it. You know, I felt. When you do some things and you're just confident that this is what's gonna happen, we just feel that vibe that tonight was gonna be a good night. That's what I felt on Saturday. Tonight is gonna be a good night. Just shoot, show him off his game, stick to your game plan, and you should be okay. That's all I wanted, and that is exactly what I did. You know?
You came with some props. You came with the defibrillator, the heart monitor. When did you get the idea to do that?
After the clash that he did with Mighty Ducks and the other sound.
Yeah.
After that clash, if like I said, I study my opponents, and one thing I realized with him, he's a very aggressive MC, very aggressive. So my thing is, throw him off his game. Yes, he said he was going to be diplomatic. Throw him off his game, and then the aggression will come out. And when the aggression come out, then you introduce the heart monitor and be like, yo, bro,
This a blood pressure machine.
you seem like you suffer from blood pressure. You need one of these. You know what I mean? So the idea for that was already there, you know?
Next time,
Right
hold it up a
after
little
that
longer.
Huh?
Next time, hold it up a little longer.
Okay. Yeah.
The drastic custom. Why the artist there?
Well, for one, Drastic is an artist that I rate. Very, 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 very talented artist. You can give Drastic any idea, any concept about any song, and Drastic will always deliver. It's not the first time I've used Drastic playing custom. Of course, he's Antiguan. And if I'm doing the national anthem, who better to do it than an Antiguan? You know? So I couldn't even think of nobody else to do that custom for me. Other than Drastic. So big up yourself, Drastic, you know the thing go.
That's family. The clock. I like the way you manage your clock. Very punctual. And finish your round strong.
All in the game plan. Let me tell you, see this room? This is the room that I normally do my lives from, the room that I'm in now. On Saturday, I decided to move everything into the living room. More space. The computer that I use to make a connection with lock and keys, I use a 60-inch TV, so I can't miss nothing. So if you know, I don't know if you watch the live, you notice I keep glimpsing to my left. It's the clock I'm actually watching. Because I didn't want to go over my time, and I wanted to make sure the right songs were played at the right. There was a lot of songs that I had to skip over because of the time. So as I see the time and I realize, okay, I have 3 minutes. I'm not going to play any more songs on this rhythm. I'm going to skip to the other rhythm because these songs will give me a better response from the crowd. So basically, it was all in the game plan. What I have to play in case time running out. What I have to do and just keep watching the clock, make sure. So if I have 3 minutes left, I know, okay, I can play. Because everything, like I said, was timed. I put a stop clock 3-4 days in advance, do my juggling for each round, making sure that everything can play within the time. If I'm over time, I start to take out songs. If I'm talking on the night and I realize, okay, certain songs might not get to play, I start to skip over some songs so that, you know. So even notice with the in the third one when I played the Anthony Johnson and the Beanie Man and the gunshot with him, I only played 2 songs on that video. That's because I realized it at 5 minutes, I was at that part of the juggling and I still had 3 more rhythms to play. So I had to skip over some songs and go into the next rhythm.
Nice.
So it was just all part of a game plan that I had in my head.
What are the vectors for Middle East? Give me the coordinates. What's the borderline for Middle East?
Middle East is Freeman Village. And the reason why they call it Middle East, it's like you said, it's an area thing. Because if you check the map of Antigua, Freeman Village technically is the middle of Antigua.
What can the Warheads and the War Angels expect in the next round? Is there a next round or are you in the final? I'm not too sure.
No, there's the semifinals is next. I think the next round I'm clashing Eternity Sound on June 19th. And then the winner from that will advance to the finals.
See, so you says there's more copper in the chopper.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like at the end of the day, my game plan versus Dan Rankin worked the way I wanted it. It was an element of surprise. That was the plan. Because nobody knew what Exile 1 had and what we were coming with. Nobody knew that. You know what I mean? And even members of the sound didn't even know what I had up my sleeve.
Don't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody.
No, it's not about don't trust nobody. You can't show your hand all the time. You just can't show your hand all the time. You know, so there were certain things that I kept as a surprise for everybody. You know what I mean?
Scene. How is the foundation back for say dub for dub in the future? Because we didn't see one, so it's hard to tell, you know.
To be honest, when Dan Rankin was asking for tune for tune, I was tempted. But then I remembered, you know, Big Worm, you have other clashes coming, so that's cool. But over the years, Exile 1, put it this way, you cannot build a house without foundation. Plain and simple. You cannot build a house without foundation.
Well said.
You know?
Well
said. That's the situation.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really familiar about the sounds who's left in this tournament. Welcome to Sound Clash. But based on what I saw the other night, I think you may be the sound to beat. I think everything just changed right now.
Well, I'm a youth. I don't underestimate nobody. I never underestimate any of my opponents. So I always try to bring my A game. You know what I mean? Everybody doing their thing, and at the end of the day, like you see, no matter how big a sound is, it's just come down to your performance at the end of the night. And I'm always gonna bring my A game no matter what. Always.
Where did your love of music come from?
Boy, to be honest, I have no idea. Like I said, I've been into music since I was like 5, 6. You know, I have no idea. It's just something that I grew up loving, you know. So I honestly can't say where it came from.
You want me to
You
tell
know,
you?
it's just something.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, yeah, you and Merlin and all these guys, them older guys would know because you guys, I grew up with you guys, you know. So you guys older than me, so you will have an idea. But to be honest, I can't remember where it came from.
Bones.
Yeah.
Think about it.
You could, cause you remember Bones used to have one of them stereo with records and stuff and them thing
Cassette
used to blast music
collection.
every
I need
Saturday
to
and
go
Sunday.
find
Yeah.
it. Think about
Yeah, it's
Bones'
true.
cassette collection and all the music
Yeah, for real.
Bones used to listen to.
True. And he used to blaze music every Saturday, every Saturday when everybody clean the house. You hear the music a blast loud for real. Now you mentioned that. But guess if it was for Bones, I wouldn't be where I am today. So big up yourself, family, uncle. You don't know, big up yourself.
Flames, anything you want to say, the floor is yours, Regin.
Yeah, man. Just big up everybody. Big up the whole Exile one, the whole team. Big up yourself, Ranking. You know, big up yourself, Niger, the whole Atlanta, Tippy, Chin, Shatake, Prento, the whole crew. Big up the whole Antigua family. Big up yourself, Wallard, Adwooly, Rample, big up yourself, Rice, big up yourself, Cancer. Tarzan over there in the Guyana, big up yourself. Big up the whole Jamaica, the Spanish Town family, big up yourself.
This
Big
sounds
up
like an
the
army,
whole of
Regin.
Montreal.
This sounds like an army, not a sound system.
No, because the Ranking have a vision for the sound, you know? And
Global domination?
well, if it's that, is that, you know. If it's that, is that. You know, and the sound is not no franchise thing. Rankin had a vision for the sound. Rankin go Guyana himself and carry the sound to Tarzan. He came to Antigua himself and bring the sound for Big Worm. And, you know, Atlanta, like I said, is there. And he carried the sound of Jamaica with through Niger with a link with Spanish Town and all. Because Niger is a Jamaican by birth. And, you know, so the whole team just there with us to do a thing, you know, always.
I'm looking forward to see the next round. Flames, movements. Okay, you mentioned your brother. You talking about Rice?
Yeah, right. So, yeah, my younger brother still.
I
And
know
he's a
Rice.
part of the sound still too.
Yeah, but Rice bias. Anyway, let's go. Let's keep on it. Let's